Hi there, welcome. It's episode 14. Welcome to We Are All Fine, where we talk all things real life, mental health, and becoming the kind of person you're proud to be. I'm your host, Heidi Lester. I'm a counsellor and I'm a psychotherapist. And this podcast is for anyone who's trying to figure out life one awkward step at a time. And today we're diving into something that's as painful as it is inevitable at some point in your lives, and that are breakups. Now, here's the truth. Breakups are horrible. Even if you're the one ending it, or even if it was the right thing to do, it's grief. Just not the kind people always talk about seriously, isn't it? But just because it hurts doesn't mean you have to fall apart. I'm always sharing with my clients, you're not being too much. This is painful. This is part of being a human being. But there are 3 key points that I'd like you to remember and take away from this episode today. The first one is validating your emotions, whether that's sadness, relief, guilt, confusion, all normal. And the second thing to think about and take away, you're not broken for feeling broken. And thirdly, and the most important, you're not alone with this. Let's talk about how to get through it in one piece, or at least without completely unraveling. So here is my version I'll share today of a breakup survival guide where I've put together 10 effective ways you can use to navigate your way through your breakup. Number 1. Now I'm going to encourage you to feel everything. Don't rush to move on or get over it. Cry, vent, journal, scream into your pillow, go to the top of the mountain and scream. The suppressed feelings don't disappear. They will just fester. So allow them in, welcome them on board. It's part of your process and they will move through. Tip number 2, create a no contact buffer. As hard as it feels, and I know it's horrific, stepping away gives your brain and heart time to recalibrate. Constant updates, texts, or just checking in will only reopen your wounds. You need space to detach, even if you still care, and I know that's the hardest bit. So that will mean no late night texting or doom scrolling their Instagram. Just give yourself permission to step away and gently start to heal in your own space. Which leads to my third suggestion here, unfollow gently or mute. Now, out of sight doesn't mean denial, it's damage control for your heart. Your healing process will be much more comfortable when your eyes are not constantly on the breakup or the person that you've lost or you're missing. Suggestion number 4 is about rethinking your story or your narrative and avoid idolizing the relationship. When you're hurting, your brain wants to focus on the good times, but don't forget why it ended. Stop romanticizing those best moments. Now, the relationship would have ended for a reason, so give equal weight to what didn't work. And a little tip for you to do here, write down those reasons. Write down the relationship didn't end or wasn't right for you, and be honest with yourself. This is a good activity to keep yourself realistic and keep yourself in memory of what didn't work in the relationship without disregarding the good parts. I'm not suggesting that, but missing them doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. And suggestion number 5, anchor yourself in some daily habits. Now, what I mean by this is focus on the small wins. It's so important to get you back to you, the person you want to be after the breakup, because all relationships change us, and there's learning to be done from every relationship, whether it was a positive one or a negative one. So embrace that. Take this opportunity to take stock of who you are and who you want to be and how you can grow from this experience. So I'm going to suggest you do things for yourself. Maybe that's just going for a walk, but something just for you. You don't need to bounce back overnight. Healing happens in tiny steps. Take a long shower, make yourself a nice meal, move your body. You don't need a full glow up. Just one grounding routine per day will help put you back together more solidly. And the next thing you really must do is talk to people who get it. Everybody has been through a breakup or had somebody finish a relationship with them. You will not be the last person feeling this. So don't isolate yourself. You're not a burden. You're going through a real emotional experience. So if you've got friends, a therapist, or TikTok strangers, your connection with these people who get it will speed up your healing. And when you feel you're ready, start to create something new. This is tip number 7. Maybe you've wanted to write poetry or make a playlist, redecorate, rechange your room around a little bit, go for a haircut. Breakups are endings, but also beginnings. So channel the chaos into something more creative or expressive. You don't need to be productive. It's not about getting over that person and healing as quickly as possible. It's really not. What I'm suggesting here is when you create something new for yourself, a different hobby, something you've always wanted to try, you're connecting to you. And when any relationship ends, you need to ground yourself back into your own personal self. Now, a real good suggestion is my number 8 here. Limit the emotional masochism. Don't keep rereading those text messages or scrolling through the old photographs. It's like picking away at a scab you will not heal. You already know how this ends, so protect your peace. You don't need to relive it to heal from it. And when those photograph memories come up, and I know they will, maybe on Facebook or some kind of social media, there will be a time you will just remember them very fondly and just scroll past them. I think it's important for this tip, number 9, to forgive yourself. Maybe you did make mistakes in these relationships, or maybe you stayed too long. Now, we've all done that, and that's okay. And you'll have your own reasons, but growth isn't clean or pretty. You're doing the best you can with what you knew at the time. So be as kind to yourself as you would to a friend in your own place. And if you do need to make amends or say sorry, find a way of doing that to protect yourself as well. And my last tip, please remember this, believe this will all pass. You've probably been in situations like this before. I know I have, where my heart has been broken into a million pieces, and never once did I think I would move on or fall in love with somebody else again, or this person will never love me like that person. Heartbreak feels eternal, doesn't it? But it's really, really not. Time, space, and self-compassion are powerful tools you need to have right now. And one day you will laugh again and you will feel that in your bones. I say this to my clients, your heart knows how to rebuild itself. Our bodies are very clever. So trust the process. You are going to heal and you are going to come back fighting, bouncing, better than you were before. There is no magic timeline for healing, but one day you'll wake up and realise you didn't think about them the first thing you did when you opened your eyes. Now that is growth. And that's you healing in real time. Breakups don't break you, they teach you. They teach you things about boundaries, about love, and about what you really want next time and who you really want to turn up as. I really hope those 10 tips are going to help you. And there's a little twist on the counsellor's question this week. I'm going to ask you all a question, and I'd like you to email me with your answer to Heidi, weareallfine@gmail.com. That's Heidi, weareallfine@gmail.com. So there are 2 questions I'm going to ask you. What helped you most after your breakup? And the second question is, what was the worst breakup advice you were ever given? Please share this with me and I can share it with other listeners on forthcoming episodes. And they will all remain confidential, but I know they're going to help other people in similar situations to you. And my therapy thought for you this week: if you're in the middle of a breakup right now, I see you. Be gentle with yourself. You are healing, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. If this episode helped you, send it to a friend going through something similar. And hey, subscribe for more real talk like this every single week. Episode 15, we'll be talking about how you can navigate family drama. As my years as a secondary school counsellor and a college counsellor, and now as a private therapist, working with young adults, family drama, navigating those difficult relationships with parents or grandparents or siblings is one of the most common presenting issues I've come across and worked with. So put some time aside next week and join me as we talk about how you can manage those family relationships. And follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. All comments are read and welcome, and you can contact me on the same email address, HeidiWeAreAllFine@gmail.com. Now, we are all flawed, insecure, nervous and emotional. That's this podcast, and this is our podcast. But always remember, be yourself. You are no one else. Now, until next time, have a great week. You take care, and I'll see you next Monday. Finally, some important takeaways. The podcast is for informational use only and should not be used as a substitution for professional advice or for personal diagnosis. These opinions are personal, and I do not guarantee the accuracy of such opinions or information. I am not intending to create a counselling relationship with you, and you should always consult a qualified mental health professional with any concerns.